Oh wow, good morning, Tiffany. Looks like are we the only ones here? Wow. Oh man. That's cool though. That will give me time to help you out, of course, and maybe get some other work done. But let me know if you can hear me, Tiffany. Was that you just calling me just now?
I'm here. Yeah. No, I wasn't calling you.
Oh, okay, someone else was calling.
I okay. Yes. So I definitely need to know how to use the data boss.
Cool, excellent. That'll be great. I can record it and use it as a video for everyone else as well. So I'll walk you through
Perfect.
that here.
Thank you.
And yeah, give me a second. I'm gonna just t- um, type one thing here real quick. And let's see. All right, great. I'm gonna pull up my screen and get you started on this. So, do you want to? If you want, it will help if you follow along.
Yeah,
And
I have mine open. Yeah, I have mine open.
perfect,
That's exactly what I'm doing on my second
excellent,
screen. Yeah.
excellent. All right, let's see here. And share my screen. Okay, cool. Let me go to it. I'm gonna load it up inside the app X here. So once you're inside, I'm gonna go to that page here. Just in case anyone's listening and they don't know where to find it in the Apex menu, you'll scroll down towards the bottom. You'll hit the AI 100 free leads daily. That will load it up in the app here. And originally, when you first go to it, the first thing it will do is create an account. And so it's real simple. You create an account, it'll ask you to verify your email, and then you can log right in. And so if you've done that, or have you had a chance to do that yet, Tiffany?
Yeah, my account's already created. Yeah, my
Okay,
my AI was
perfect.
trying to search for the leads and everything
Okay,
was saying
all right.
zero. So I'm like, I'm doing something wrong.
Okay, no worries there. So once you created your account, the first thing that everyone will have to do is subscribe to the free plan using your credit or debit card. It's not going to charge your card, and it's just going to securely store it on file in case you ever do want to upgrade. It'll be a one-click upgrade, but for those of you that aren't going to ever do the upgrade, don't worry. It's not going to run your card or charge it or pre-authorize or anything like that. It's just going to store it on file. So what you'll have to do is go up here to the right, top right, and you'll click the account button. So you'll click on the little head of the person, which is your account here, and then click. It'll drop down. We'll have account and log out. So you want to click account, and then you'll want to go to the right side of the page where it says upgrade, and we'll let this load. Loading. Let me just try refreshing that. Probably should have I think I've had this browser open since yesterday, so if it gives me any trouble, I'll refresh it, but I think it should be okay. Close that. I'm gonna close some other stuff. Okay, try this again. Account here. Maybe it's having trouble. Maybe I'm not actually logged in. Let me see. Account. Okay. That's weird. So anyway, I'm inside here. You can go to it either way, but once you're in your account, you'll hit upgrade. So the little upgrade button there, and you'll want to pick the free plan for the 100 free leads daily, and hit current. Oh, well, for me it's current, but you'll hit subscribe, and then it'll ask you to put your card in, and then you'll hit subscribe for free. So you just put your card in there and subscribe for free. It's going to store your card on file just in case you're ever enticed to get more than 100 a day. You can upgrade. The next upgrade level will be $99 a month, and you'll get 1,000 leads per day. I'm sorry, 200 daily. That's not right. It'll be 1,000 leads per day. That check mark is wrong there, but it'll be 1,000 per day, and then clients and bigger clients can get let's see, how many is that? 100,000 per day for $4.99, or 1 million per day for $9.99. And with solar, sorry, not solar, with keyword intent search. So what a keyword intent search is going to be a lot more targeted lead, where they're either searching for a certain keyword or they've opted in for a certain keyword. Basically, that means is that it tells you that they're shopping for that exact product or service, and so that's why there's so much more. But it's still a great place for our clients who purchase a lot of leads and they pay per lead, and being able to do unlimited leads for one flat rate is a really good deal. So in case
Can
you're
you
pitching
just
that to
clarify
a client,
something, Jason? Because I
sure.
did notice that when I was signing up yesterday as well, the $99 level, that it says 1,000 daily credits and then it says 200 leads. So you're saying it shouldn't say 200, it should just be 1,000 leads per day. That's what that is on the
Yes,
$99 level. Okay. Okay. I
yes,
wanted
yeah.
to
In fact, I need
thank
to.
you.
Yeah, definitely need to fix that inside the plan listing, because yeah, it should say um, 1,000 per day. I think I originally started out planning to make it 200, and then I actually was like, well, that's not really enough. I'd rather throw in a bit extra, and so yeah. Let me I'll have that fixed very shortly. So for anyone who wants to consider that. So once you're in there and you've got um, once you're subscribed to the free plan, then what you'll do is you'll come back out and you'll go right to your um, where is it here? You'll come out of the leads daily, and you'll go to settings here, and we're going to go to settings, business profile. And the first thing we're going to do is, this is really the hardest part. Once we do this one time, it's going to make everything super easy. So we're going to go and we're going to kind of copy down a couple things that we need to paste back into DataBoss. So we're going to copy down the location ID right here at the top of your business profile. And it helps to kind of like have a notepad file open or something like that. And you can copy that, and I'm going to just paste it right here in a notepad file. And then I'm also going to go down farther here. And if you haven't turned on the API key for your account yet, you'll just hit generate API key. It will generate one real quick here. And then once it's there, you can hit copy here. and that will copy it and then just paste it right into your notepad right here. And so I'm going to grab those two values there and just have them ready to paste, right? So however you want to do that. And that's where we'll go right back into, we'll go out of the settings and go right back to the free leads section here. And now that we've got that back pulled up, we'll go right back to our account. So we can go to our profile here. And so inside our profile, basically account profile, we will hit manage. So over here on the left where we've got our info, name, contact, we're going to hit manage. And we're going to plug in the API key that we gathered, and we're going to paste that in. Same thing with the location ID, we're going to paste that in as well. And we're going to save it. And that's going to establish a tight connection between the lead software, DataBossAI, that we've started and our AppX account, so that what happens is now we don't have to ever export or import or deal with a spreadsheet. All of our leads will pull right over automatically into our contacts database and making it very, very easy. So now that that's done, the hard work is over, right? So let's have some fun. Let's go back in here. We're going to go to our menu and go to lead search. And so the great part about this is we have so many ways to target leads, so many more options than we even show here. So, excuse me, pardon me. So clients, even when they upgrade, or if you guys upgrade, you'll get even more access to even more filters, because these original databases here are kind of like your standard databases. We've got the people databases, which are going to be kind of split up into two different ones. We've got B2C and homeowners. And so B2C is your typical consumer database, but homeowners are the consumers that own a home. And these are huge. These are, 500 million or more in size, and they're across the whole country. And you can filter really well as far as, with your B2C. You've got filters for, the first two that I would always pick, because we're going to be using email and phone, right? Is I would always turn on email and phone, make those required. But you've got plenty of filters as far as geographic location, phone number, all that. The real thing, though, is using keywords. So you can use keywords here as well to find your audience. You could just say, let's see, credit cards. See if that search is working. You know what? We had a glitch with this yesterday. It may not. I don't know if they fixed it yet. But ideally, with a B2C, it's really not a whole lot of targeting on here by default. But I think that we can. I know that we can put extra filters on here, and I know that we can also select columns that we want to include in the samples here. So all of this is adjustable. So right now we're starting out with a very default set of filters. So we're going to be adding more over time. We just haven't had time to add more in here. So just keep that in mind. If you do need a filter that you don't see here, just ask, and we can possibly make that happen, make that appear there so that you can narrow down even better. But homeowners list is a little bit better option, just because with homeowners you get a little bit higher quality list, mostly because they've bought a home. They're just got they're in a better financial position typically. That's not always true, but typically. And so especially if you're like a high ticket product or service, or your product or service depends on good credit to sell, to get a deal, or something like that, then you kind of want to be able to target those options. So with the homeowner targeting, you can definitely target when they purchased, how much they pay for the home, what's their income range. You can there's even I don't know what to call that, but that's you can target based on race, I guess you can say. Lot property size, beds and bath. Let's see, homeowner address, even if you have a specific address. But in our case, right, we're going to be doing B2B. So I'm going to swap over to business by clicking on the business tab here. And this is really where it gets interesting for us because, we always do want email and sell. We want the owner of the company. So you can choose the owner's age. Typically, you might want to consider doing maybe 30 and higher for owner age. Not that a 20-year-old owner doesn't have their stuff together and everything, but if you're looking for kind of the bigger fish, maybe, then you might want to go with a little bit older owner. Just a lot thinking along the lines of maybe if they're older, they've got a little bit more of established business. Maybe they're not a startup. Maybe they're earning more income than if they were a little younger. So just thinking along the lines of the perfect kind of target. Number of employees is good to think about because if it's a one-man shop and they don't have any employees, then they may not be doing as much in revenue every year to make it worth your time. Or so it just depends on what you're selling, of course. So if you're targeting, big businesses, you definitely want to choose a business with a larger employee size than 0 or 1. So maybe 50 or more or something like that. You definitely have options for locational targeting. And then the best part is you can search by either business type or NAICS code. Yesterday I was searching for insurance agents and brokers. And so that's the code there for insurance agents and brokers is 524210. And so I'm just going to use that as an example and we'll plug that in. Now you can do multiple ones. You can put comma and do as many as you like. But that's the general one for about 240,000 insurance agents and brokers nationwide, something like that. And I'm going to hit, so I'm punch that in. I'm also going to say I want a larger company than just one. So I'm going to put 10 or more employees. And I'd like to be the owner to be at least 30 or more in age, 30 or higher in age. So that way I know they're not a brand new insurance agent or something like that, right? So you got email and phone checked, a little bit of targeting here. We know what type of business we're going after. So I'm going to go ahead and hit search. Oh, wait. One last thing is I'm going to choose a state at least. I'm going to at least choose a state, or else I don't want all of them across the whole country. Don't need them all because we're only going to pull 100 at a time. So you might even choose state and city. So I'm going to choose Florida, and I'm going to choose, let's just try Pensacola. That's where I'm at now. So let's see what we get from there. And I'm going to hit search. And let's see, 4 leads available in Pensacola. It looks like we got McMahon Hatter. And so being the age and employee targeting, not only getting 4 leads out of this, of course, Pensacola is not Miami, but let's just say I took off the employees. Let's say put that down to 5. And then let's just say take off the age. Let's see what we get there. 15 leads available, right? And so Pensacola, again, still being a small town. What if I take off the age and employees restrictions? Let's see if we get anything else besides 15. 45 leads available there. That sounds about right. There's probably about a good 50 or so insurance agents right here in Pensacola. So being a small town, there's actually quite a lot of insurance agents. So that sounds about right. There's probably about 40 or 50 of them here in Pensacola. So, but let's try something bigger. Let's try Miami, right? Well, let's try Orlando or Jacksonville. Let's see, Orlando. There we get about 174 insurance agents and brokers. That's pretty good, right? So if you're looking for a good 100 size range, that's going to give us plenty to pull. And so now the real the real job that we do next is typically you want to go here and right here to the top right and put in how many leads that you want to gather onto your list. So we're going to make a list. You don't have to make a list of all 100 and use them all at once, but you can make a list of 10 or 20 or 50 or whatever you want. But I'm just going to put 100 here because I'm going to just use it all for today. And then you hit buy save list, and that's what's going to use your credits for that day, however many you have that day left. Buy or save will create that list, and it's going to go ahead and ask me what's the list name. I'm going to put Orlando Insurance Agents. How about this? I'm just going to do a little bit shorter. Insurance Agents Brokers. 100. Select emails. That's in case you want it emailed to you. And then type is recurring or non-recurring. And what that means is you can tell it to pull this list and refresh it every day if you like, or every week or month or year, or any custom schedule. And the reason why we have this option is because all of our lead databases are refreshed daily, guys. So guess what? That means that if you pull a new list every day, then whatever changes have happened since yesterday, you'll get those changes in your new list. Now with B2B, the changes aren't that often really, but that being said, some of the changes, some of the leads that a client may buy are frequently updated. So for my case, though, I'm not worried about that. I don't think there's going to be a whole lot springing up every day. You might have it recur every month or every year. But anyway, we're going to buy that list there of 100, and it's going to save that into our purchase list. So basically to find those, we're just going to go up here to menu, and we're going to go to purchase list. And boom, we've got our purchase list for today. You can see I've done a few in the past here. And what's cool about this is you can keep track of all these lists and go back to them and use them. And it's not going to use up your credits if you go back and look at them or use them again. So the two things you can do with these lists once they're saved in here is you can email them to yourself with this button here, or you can just hit sync to GHL. That's going to basically what that does is syncs it right into our contacts database right here. And so we're going to hit sync, and successfully started sync, says. And so now what I should be able to do is I should be able to go to contacts, and we should see those start syncing here. And yeah, today's the 14th. So this will start to show up any second now. We'll let that do its thing. Let's see. We'll go back here and check and see what it says. If it says success, so it did say success already. Let's see if they're coming in yet. And usually if it's only 100, it's usually instant. So I don't see them in here yet. So I'm going to just do one thing. I'm going to go right back and hit sync again because I don't see them showing up yet. And usually they're instant, especially if it's only 100. So starting to sync again, it says. And so we're going to wait for that. So let's see. I'm just going to sort the view by created or not created. Let's see if we get an update here soon. It should be importing now. Refresh my screen so it loads fresh, most up-to-date data here. Let's see what we get. Oh, we may have to wait a minute. Just really just depends on how many other people are using the database at a time, which it could be a lot of people because we're not the only ones with access to this software. Although it plugs right in, we have a lot of users on the outside of Apex that are using it. So we'll give that a minute and see if it shows up. But that's the general process, because we want to make it as easy as possible as far as bringing that data over. We'd hate to go through the same old processes before with our data, which is having to download it, import it, export it, all that junk. And we'll see if we can get this. Let me just make sure I didn't erase my API key still there, so that's good. Okay, that's so good. Right, I don't see. Let's try reloading this. See if they've come over yet. Oh, of course. Well, as soon as I try to make a video, it doesn't work, right? So I think there may be a little bit more of a delay. We'll go back and check it. If anyone has trouble with that, just let us know. But it's working fine every other time I've tested it, so it should be fine. And when you guys test that, they should show right up here. If you don't see them, sort it by created date. They'll always be the most recent thing that's created here, and that will give you an idea. Now, if you just recently created some and you're trying it and you're not sure that it's going to show up here because you may have just done something else, then one thing you can do is you can check your filters here and say, let's see here. Created less than 1 hour ago. That. So filter created by less than 1 hour ago. Let's see what we get. So far, we've only got one. So something may not have triggered right with that sync. So let's try that one more time here. I know it said successfully starting sync, but it may not have finished. Maybe I left the page before it had a chance to finish. So I'm going to sit here and wait for a second. So successfully started sync. Let's see if we can get a done with sync notification, because I may have just left it. Maybe when I left it too early, maybe it broke the syncing. Who knows? Let's see. Wait for a second. Let it try that. Oh, well, go back. I'm pretty sure you don't have to wait around. I'm just thinking, what else could it be stopping it? I don't think there's a requirement to stick around and see a sync success message, because it's really syncing in the background. You should be able to navigate away and it should still work just fine. So if that's not 3,000 available, I was going to say that's our custom database there. Let's go back to our leads page. So there we go. Yeah, that's a lot of leads. That's combined. That's B2B homeowners, everything combined. That's quite a lot of leads. So let's see one more time and reload this. Otherwise, if anyone does have trouble, like I said, hit us up with support. We'll get the nerds in the basement to help out with this, because this is something that we've partnered with over 100 different lead suppliers to fill our database for us. And so it could very well be something on their side of the connection. Who knows, until we look at the logs, and I could have my tech guys look at it. But for now, let's assume that it went well, because for me, every time in the past it has, or there may just be a little bit of a delay. So if you have issues with that, let us know. But otherwise, you should, guys, everybody, if you follow those steps, and you hook up your API key and everything, you should be good to go. I will also go in here and I'm going to do one thing just to show you guys how that works. Is I'm going to go in here and show you the download option. So you can always download them to your email and send the leads to yourself in a spreadsheet as well. Worst case scenario, and just to show you, or if you ever want to do something else with those leads, then you should get a email like this right here. Orlando Insurance, the name of the list, data set, zip file, and all you gotta do is download that and unzip it. It should be fine. So let's see if we can check one more time here. Yep, there's still something's still slowing it down from coming over, but no worries there. We will get that ironed out. I don't think everyone will have that same issue because every time I've tested it till just right now making this video, of course, it's worked fine. So again, if you have issues with that, hit us up at support. We'll take care of it. But that is the basic process. And I tell you what, guys, you're going to have really good results with these leads. They're extremely accurate. Every lead that we put into the system has been like triple verified, skip traced, everything. So if you get an email and a cell out of it, or an address, or a name, all that data has been super verified. And so I think you guys will get really good results from these leads. You'll find that the numbers and emails are accurate, that it is the right person, and you're not gonna get a whole lot of, oh, wrong person, or just call couldn't go through, it's not a real number, or this is not a real texting number. A lot of those issues that we're getting with some of the older lists that we're dealing with here. So just keep that in mind. These are ultra high quality, and encourage you guys to try these out and get them into your system here as quick as you can, because these are going to be definitely better quality than the B2B list that we've been working on. So that's it for the Data Boss, and let's see if we have any other questions.